In this video, we will see about interfacing IR sensor and servo motor. So here we need to control the servo motor with the help of IR sensor. So basically motors can be of different types. We have a AC motor, DC motor, stepper motor, servo motor. Different types of motors are there. So especially to speak about this experiment, the servo motor is a special case where the motor can run up to the degrees of 0 to 180 degrees only, not a more than that. Whereas a normal motor, stepper motor, AC, DC motor will run for 360 degrees and continuously rotational. The servo motor is run only for 0 to 180 degrees only. One half of the circle, semicircle, it rotates and come back to 0th position. So when coming to do this experiment, we read the components required is Arduino UNO and a IR sensor, infrared sensor. It is a 3-pin module. It has a 3 pins. One is power supply, VCC required, and a ground and a data pin where you need to transfer the information to the Arduino controller. And another one servo motor where it acts as an actuator and the jumper wires required based on the number of pins and the connectivity required. And the second one is a PC where it is being installed with the Arduino IDE. These are the required components. We are going to build an interfacing of IR sensor with our servo motor using Arduino. The block diagram shows like this. And the connectivity of establishment to operate the circuit with the help of IR sensor. Here you can see the IR sensor is a 3-pin module. So 3-pin VCC is being connected to the Arduino power supply where it is required 5 volts power supply is required for our IR sensor, and the ground is connected to the ground and the data pin is connected to the pin number 4. And on the left side of the diagram, you can see it is a servo motor. It is worked with the modulation called PWM, pulse width modulation. Here in digital pins of Arduino, we have only specific pins which are shown with the PWM notation. Here for the PWM notation is represented for the pin number 5, 6 and 2. There are some pins you can see with the symbol of a sinusoidal representation which are equal to operate for the PWM operation. So this PWM operation data pin from the servo motor is connected to pin number 5, and from the servo motor we have 2 other pins will be there. One is a ground that is connected to the ground pin and VCC is connected to the 5 volts. This is the connectivity. Then coming to the program, we can see this procedure is also given here. You can see then step-by-step procedure, and let us understand how the program instructions. So as the servo motor is connected, utilizing in this program, the experiment, we need to include the include servo.h. So this line includes that servo motor libraries will be installed, dumped onto the Arduino board so that it can able to interface properly with the servo motor. And the next one is as defined, you need a IR sensor, and for that a variable is being initiated with the name called IR underscore pin, and it is being connected to the pin number 4. Earlier it is been shown in the figure, the pin number 4 is connected to the IR pin and pin number 5 is connected to servo motor data pin. So now and another variable my servo with the name called my servo, we are going to operate this. So servo library is been created earlier with the name called include servo.h, and my servo is the variable. And as I said earlier, servo motor will run from 0 to 180 degrees. So starting position of the servo motor initial position is 0. That is to be initialized with the variable called int POS equal to 0. So we have been initializing position of the servo motor. POS equal to, POS is initialization. POS is like a notation, small variable. POS position. So in short, I've been written a variable POS and it is initialized to 0. And type of data type is the integer type. It is declaring. Then coming to void setup, my servo is been attached to the pin number 5. So earlier we have used the servo function and the respective variable is my servo. So you can use any word. There is no rule that only my servo. My servo is a variable, user defined variable, can be used anything. My servo dot attach and it is been connected to the pin number 5. And next one is a pin mode IR pin. So declaring pin that IR pin act as an input device. So it should be declared with the input device. The next, this is the declaration is completed. The next one is a void loop. So the condition is that if IR pin is detected, the sensor, the IR sensor is detected, an object that is called obstacle is been identified by the IR sensor. Now it is been ready to move, enter into the loop. So for that, as earlier, it is been shown that IR pin is connected to pin number 4. So now if pin number 4 is identified with the obstacle low, so you need to think carefully that, so IR is emitting the signals continuously. So the light will be signal emitting IR sensor in the sense it is in high mode. Once the obstacle is been identified by the IR sensor, then signal is low. That is why it is being low condition. Now digital read the pin IR is low, then it has to become enter into the loop. Now as the loop starts from the loop, I mean for loop we have three terms will be there. The first term is initializing condition. Second term is the increment condition statement will be there. The third term is the increment decrement will be there. So initial position of the servo motor is 0. It has to reach the value of 180 degrees the condition and increment of 1 degree for every 15 milliseconds. So this is the condition has been written in the for loop. Now my servo write POS. POS is changing the position of the servo motor. So then followed by delay after every 15 milliseconds. So we need to change the degree of the servo motor from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 180 degrees. If this is turn is from 0 to 180 degrees is completed, then it is been waiting for the 3 seconds of delay. So then once the delay is been done, then it has to come back to the original position of the 0 degrees. For that, you need to write another for loop to decrement the value of the position variable from 180 degrees to 0 degrees. Once this part is completed, this program, this execution is also completed. And once again, IR sensor is searching for the signal of low. If it is not, if the signal is no low, then by default it is been searching continuously. My writing is be 0. Otherwise, if there is a low signal is identified, then only it moves for the signal. Otherwise, it will be ideal condition. IR sensor will be continuously searching for that option. So I mean searching for the signal. Now the code has been entered in the Arduino IDE software. Where we can see the program has been entered here. So the just now we have seen the explanation of the code. The same code has been entered here. Now the board has to be connected. So before doing the connections, kindly make sure that you have to first compile the program, and in order to check for the errors, any syntax errors are there, that is to be identified. For that, the top left side you have a tick button that is called verify option will be there. Just click that button. Now the compilation will be checked for the errors. If there is no errors, it shows that done compiling. If any errors are identified, rectify the errors and do the compiling. Once the compiling is done, then you need to go for the board type, that is a Arduino UNO you need to select. After that, go to the tools, then select the respective port where the Arduino UNO has been connected to the system. Then select the respective port and then proceed for the uploading the code. Then click the upload button. Then once again compiling will takes place. After that, uploading of the program also will goes here. Then once the uploading is done, then you need to verify the output properly by placing an object object, this obstacle in front of the IR sensor that will result in changing the position of the servo motor or not. That is to be done. Let us see that how it works or not. Here you can see that the fourth pin and is been connected to the IR sensor. Fifth pin is connected to the servo motor. Servo motor fifth pin, and on the left side of the Arduino you can see one 5 volts is connected to servo motor. Another 5 volts is connected to IR sensor. From both the sensor and actuator, two grounds will be connected here, and two power supplies of 5 volts will be connected here. This is the shown of the connectivity, and here you can see this is the initial position of the servo motor of 0 degrees, this direction. And on the right side you can see IR sensor is being connected. Here you can see two LED blinks will be there. So one LED shows that the supply has been connected, the supply is being given to the IR sensor. Another LED will be on only when the object is identified. So when the object is identified, see, you can observe the motion of the servo motor from 0 to 180. After 3 seconds, it comes back to 0 degrees. So if there is no obstacle, it will be in ideal condition. That is also will be observed here. See, it is unusual. Once the object is identified once again, the motor will start rotating. This is the working process of interfacing IR sensor with the servo motor. If we see that application, even in toll plazas, we can see that vehicle is been coming inside the toll plaza. So the toll gate has to be run further from 0 to 90 degrees. So as we mentioned here 180, if we change from 180 to 90 degrees, that will be what 90 degrees rotation also will be take place. So this is one of the application efficiently or exactly suitable for this interfacing Arduino and IR sensor and servo motor. Thank you.